Morning, everyone, and good afternoon, good evening, those who are joining from outside Nepal to them. Uh, so warm welcome to Global Microsoft 365 Developer Bootcamp. This is the first ever Microsoft 365 Developer Bootcamp that we are running from Nepal. So it's an exciting time for us. So we would like to thank you all for joining us in the meetup today. You know that this is a Nepal Cloud Professionals Initiative, and on behalf of the Microsoft community in Nepal, we would like to thank all of our supporters, including Dogma Group, Microsoft MVPs, Silogic, all the media houses that supported and covered Microsoft 365 Bootcamp in Nepal, ICT Samachar, TechPana, Naya Samachar, TechPatro, TechSathi. Thank you so much for covering us in your news. And thank you so much, everyone, for your support. And just to let you know that without your support, this event wouldn't have been possible. So how we have set up this meetup today is, this bootcamp today is, first we'll set a context to Microsoft 365, which I will be doing that. And but before even doing that, I'll also introduce you to some of our speakers, and then about the community and how in terms of setting the context around Microsoft 365, on how Microsoft 365 is becoming the core of Microsoft's digital transformation and cloud adoption strategy. So as I said, we have a really good lineup of speakers. And all right, before I even go into the speaker side, let me inform you that this is a 2 to 3 hours long event, a bootcamp. So this is all online, so it might not be that easy for us to participate as a standard offline bootcamp event. However, there's a very good functionality in Microsoft Teams. There's a raise hand option in Teams. You can use that to ask any questions or anything as such, or even you could simply write your queries in the chat section. So we can pick that up. Our speakers can pick that up, and at the same time, please try to adhere to the topic of the presentations, the sessions, so that all of us can benefit from it, so that the conversation is focused. And meanwhile, we want to take it. We want to go really online in terms of the engagements. So if you are in Twitter, then I suggest you to use our meetups communities hashtag Nepal Cloud Pro, hashtag Nepal Cloud Pro. And you could, share your experience or your questions around today's event out there. There are a few people joining in. Let me allow them. So yeah. So with this, just about myself, I'm Pradeep Kandel, Microsoft MVP, and I work for Dogma Group. This is a UK based company, and the focus is around Microsoft platform, including the core focus is into Microsoft 365 CRM and the ERP. However, we cover a breadth of Microsoft product ecosystems as well, including Microsoft 365, Dynamics 365, Power Platform, Azure, and so on. So moving forward, just a bit of my certifications that I've earned in the past. And yeah, welcome to the Microsoft Tech communities. If this is your first event participating in any of the Microsoft meetup, then we really want to warmly welcome you into today's meetup, and hope that you would continue to join our upcoming meetups as well. So just a bit, because this is really important for us, because we want to keep the momentum going forward in the upcoming months as well. So in the past, we have run like I would say more than 2 dozens of the meetups. And so what is this Nepal Cloud Professional? I just wanted to give you a bit of idea about it so you understand how you can really become part of the event and benefit from its initiatives as well. So this is basically a group of independent IT developers, professionals, solutions providers, industry thought leaders who are driving the new innovations in the cloud platform. So basically, we are a Microsoft supported, Microsoft MVP supported community. Basically, the whole idea is to focus into the mentorships as well. So we want to, if you are trying to learn something new, if you want to build a career in Microsoft's platform, then definitely this is a community that you can engage into. If you are already a consultant, if you're already a professional developers, definitely this is a platform where you can come and shake hands with other professionals, try to understand each other's pain points, success stories, your expertise with the other team members, the community people, and so on. So basically, I wanted to focus on the mentorship side. If anyone is looking for sort of no commitment mentorships, then you could write us at mentorship@nepalcloudpro.org. We would be happy to get back to you to support you in your with your needs. I see that there are a few more people joining in, so let us allow them to join. All right, so yeah, so basically, so as of now, you focus more into the workshops, boot camps, and the webinars as of now. Because of COVID, we have stopped doing on offline events. But no more networking. It's so difficult to get to know each other through Teams. But at least what I can do is I could quickly open my camera. At least I hope you guys can see me. Yeah, so so this community, we are in a Facebook group. We have a Facebook page. We are in LinkedIn. We are in Twitter. So basically in the social channels, including in YouTube. So since we are recording this this meetup today, so we'll put this into upload all these recorded videos into the YouTube channel as well. So the idea that I wanted to there are a few community guidelines when you join the community, particularly our Facebook group or other social engagements. So please try to respect be respectful in terms of your engagements. There are a few things that you need to adhere to in terms of the community guidelines. So just sharing more info about where we are in terms of socializing. We are also in Meetup, just to inform you, just to let you know. Yeah, so finally we have the event today. A bit of myself, Pradeep, of course, and we have Darsana Karki. So Darsana would be speaking about the virtual chatbots using PVA shortly. Then we would have Sudeep Raval. Sudeep Raval is a Power Platform COE lead developer, and he'll be speaking about Project Octal as a data platform for Microsoft Teams. So basically, Project Octal is now Dataverse for Teams. So there has been a lot of terminologies changes within Microsoft Dynamics 365, Microsoft 365 platform, Power Platform lately, and the product portfolio is really growing, and Microsoft is trying to bring the business applications ecosystem, including Microsoft 365 and Power Platform, into its mainstream product roadmap. That's what I get to hear from all the blogs that I read, all the videos that I go through, including the videos from the latest announcements from Satya Nadella, the CEO of Microsoft, from Microsoft Ignite that happened about a month before, I think. We have Ashish Baral, who is a senior Power Platform consultant, and will be speaking about building custom connectors in Microsoft 365. So there are a number of custom connectors available within the platform as of now, like hundreds of connectors. But Ashish would definitely walk through through how you could build the custom connectors in Microsoft 365. We'll have Poonam Pahari. So Poonam is the software engineer, and is more into the QA test side, and her session would be about developing business card readers with Power Apps. So interesting session lined up, and I think Poonam would be joining. Not I think, but surely she's. I thought that she would join from Nepal, but she would be joining from the different region. Canada, I think. So we'll have Senthamil Selvan. So Senthamil Selvan is Microsoft MVP from this region, from Southeast Asia region, and he's a Microsoft MVP from Singapore. So he'll be speaking about Microsoft 365 development tools and best practices that you could follow as a Microsoft 365 developer, and so on. So yeah, so what kind of opportunities does Microsoft 365 provide? So I just wanted to maybe understand a bit about your background, a bit of if any one of you have been a developer in terms of Microsoft 365 platform, you could either speak up or write us your response in the chat section. Else, basically, as per what I understand, I know that most of you are joining in from, almost all of you are joining in from Nepal. I see the familiar Nepali names. So basically, what I understand is we don't have a really good community of users of Microsoft 365 or Power Platform, developer platform. So basically, as I said, this is this is the first Microsoft 365 event in Nepal. So I thought that maybe we should scale our presentation down to level 100 or something similar. So all of us become more comfortable with in terms of understanding the basics. So once the basics are clear, we could move forward with our next steps in our upcoming presentation sessions, in our upcoming meetups as well. So yeah, so let's try to understand a bit of how Microsoft is positioning Microsoft 365. So basically, Microsoft 365 comes from Office 365, and this is a suite of applications. So Microsoft 365 is not just one application; it's a suite of applications, right? So basically, what does that mean is if you have signed up for Microsoft 365 in the past, then from the admin center within Microsoft 365, you could see a lot of features and functionalities that really helps an organizations to go paperless, to run an organizations on the fly without needing to have offline, on-premise organization. So basically, it contains a number of applications, including Outlook, OneDrive, Word, Excel, PowerPoint, OneNote, SharePoint, Teams, Yammer, Power Automate, and there are several applications besides them, Power BI, Project. So basically, Microsoft 365 runs on top of Microsoft's Azure Active Directory. So Azure Active Directory becomes the backbone of the Microsoft 365 platform, and And all of these applications, as they are either Microsoft services or cloud services uh, or Microsoft 365 apps. So all of these applications have a single sign-on from Microsoft, so one single tenant. So and that tenant is again is tied up to Microsoft Azure Active Directory. So, and if you look into the Microsoft 365 Admin Center from here on, you see that Microsoft has a lot of so for each of the applications, all of these applications can be accessible through Microsoft's different business or licensing plans or subscription plans. So depending on which subscriptions you buy or you get a number of features added or subtracted. Someone else is joining.
Only that.
Yeah.
Mana?
Someone seems to be unmuting himself. So please make sure that you are on mute. So this will help us to take the session forward easily. All right, so yeah, so moving forward. So basically, Microsoft 365 helps a lot in terms of digital adoption, Microsoft's adoption strategy, cloud adoption strategy as well, because once the users are into Microsoft 365 platform, they can then move into other applications, including say Dynamics 365, or they can look forward to more serious applications, including Power Platform and so on. So so there's something called Microsoft 365 Developer Program. If you want to, as a developer, if you want to explore the Microsoft 365 developer platform, then I would suggest that you go into there's a link called developer.microsoft.com. So I'll share this link into the chat section later after my session, as we move into the different session. And from this, you can actually sign up for Microsoft 365 90-day renewal developer subscription. So please, once you try out on this, and if you face any problem, you could reach out to me as well, just in case if you face any problem in future. So the beauty of signing up for this developer platform is, unlike non-developer Microsoft 365, is you get a whole bunch of Microsoft 365 tools and applications which you normally do not get from business subscriptions such as E1, E5, or E3. So in fact, Microsoft Developers Program is more of E5 subscription as well. So as a developer, you could develop the solutions for Microsoft Teams, for example, right? And when you develop applications for Microsoft Teams, so just to understand that all of these applications are software as a service applications, and you could, when being on top of Teams, you could create applications on top of Teams. Say you can embed Power Apps applications into Microsoft Teams. You could create a custom Microsoft Forms and embed that again into Teams. There are several connectors. There are several other services that you can connect to, including say Power BI as a visualization tool, and you could pull in data from your Power BI into Microsoft Teams, and so on. Any questions so far? Yeah, so Then it's quite similarly for Microsoft Graph, Office add-ins, SharePoint. So, and one of the limitations of this developer subscriptions is the subscription actually expires every 90 days, and it cannot be renewed. So, so starting April 2019, so Microsoft has started to provide renewable 90-day subscriptions. So which means every 3 months, the subscription gets sort of renewed by itself automatically. At the same time, it appears to me that the data, whatever data is in your Microsoft 365 subsystem, that gets flushed out as well. Similarly, if you have a background on Microsoft Azure, then there are several development tools. There are several Azure services that you can connect with the Microsoft 365 platform as well. Like I said, so the entire Microsoft 365 infrastructure is supported by Microsoft's Azure Active Directory, and there are several tools that connects to Microsoft 365. Azure, the business application side, such as the Dynamics 65 CRM or the Business Central, and so on. So with you could easily meet the security and compliance side of your products as well. So if you look into like compliance side in terms of GDPR, General Data Protections and Regulations side, which is more prevalent in the Europe. So there are like 70 plus compliance coverings. There are several tools from Azure, such as functions, Azure Functions, Logic Apps, or say Azure Storage, databases, and so on, that you can leverage these tools to be able to connect to Microsoft 365, Dynamics 365 services, applications, the custom applications or the custom entities that you build on top of the Microsoft 365 and Dynamics 365 or the Power Platform. So I think the one single message that I want to give out as a part of this session was, start developing on top of Microsoft's flagship products. So like I said in the beginning, so Microsoft 365 is becoming more and more prominent within the Microsoft's product ecosystem, and with the rise of more Microsoft's priority within Power Platform. So Microsoft 365 is gaining more and more traction in terms of developments as well. All right. So with this, is there anything that you would like to ask me, or else I would like to go into the next slide. Let me also check into Teams. So Uday Adhikari, okay, from Australia. Yeah, I think I know you. I saw you in Twitter. I think you're also a Microsoft MVP in Austin. If you are there, Udayji.
I'm here.
Oh, great.
Hello,
Great. Thanks for joining today.
Yeah, no problem. This just popped up, and I was like, I gotta join this. So I have maybe an hour and a half. So I'll join for that long, and then I'll look forward to kind of maybe in the future, if you guys are hosting the event, I would love to pick a topic, and yeah, I can help.
And you are a Microsoft MVP in Microsoft 365 Office.
More on the part.
Okay. This is very nice. Yeah, really good to know.
Yeah, nice to meet you as well.
Yeah, let's connect later.
Yeah, absolutely. Sounds good.
Yeah, thanks. So is there any other you want to else, like I was saying, always we always look out for the experts, and if you would like to speak around Microsoft 365, Azure, DevOps, Microsoft Dynamics 365, or Power Platform, there's a form that you could fill in. This is I can just share in the chat, and we can schedule for our upcoming meetups. We are planning to run a cloud summit in January. Still in its nascent stage, so but I think this is the right time to start building up the speakers roster as well. Yeah, like I said, anyone can be a speaker. This is a community, so so you can, if you think that you have expertise around any of these topics, you don't have to be an expert in everything. Nobody can be, but if you would like to speak on any of these topics, just reach out, please. Okay, so from the as a kind of key takeaway, I think I have listed some of the fundamentals around Microsoft 365 here. So there's a course in a Microsoft Docs around Microsoft 365. This will give you a head start on Microsoft 365 platform. There's a way to sign up for Microsoft 365 developer program. So you could also go through these links, and please connect if there's anything that you would like to understand more on this. Plus, we have really good lineup of speakers today. So I hope you enjoy today's sessions, and feel free to ask any questions. Please also note that all of the speakers here are voluntarily speaking into these meetups, and we can't expect a lot of things from them. But we are really thankful to committing their time and effort into coming into this meetup and sharing their expertise around the different topics within the Microsoft 365 platform. So with this.